The Kings wiped the floor with the Brooklyn Nets last night on national television. All right, a lot of people didn't know the Sacramento Kings existed. They thought Sacramento was like in a different country, something like that, right? So let's talk about that. Are the Kings playoff bound? And I'm gonna say yes. Man, saying this, man. I'm telling y'all, we are a 6 seed minimum. 6 seed. We started off 0-4, but each game was a close game. New team, new coach, getting some chemistry. And then since then, we are 7-2. And those two losses we got, two controversial losses, like easy could have been wins, but we're not going to talk about that. We could be on a 9-game winning streak right now. But we are a great offensive team. Right now, I think we're number 2 in field goal percentage. We're number 2 in points per game. I think we're third in assists per game. Because what we do is, if you watch us play, we're similar. Not saying we are this team, but we have a similar system to the Spurs in their heyday and the Golden State Warriors right now. A lot of dribble handoffs, a lot of ball movement, and we got the players for it. You look at Fox's career, his whole career, he never had a bunch of shooters around him. Never did. Last year we had Harrison Barnes, and who else? Who else was a shooter? I can't even think right now. All right, just normally the paint is clogged up. Now everybody on the floor is a shooter. Every single person besides even Sabonis can hit the three. So and then having that offense with Sabonis in the middle with his playmaking. Besides Jokic, he's the best passing big in the NBA. You right? But like it's Jokic, Sabonis, and it's everybody else, in my opinion, as far as bigs. All right. And Sabonis, you put him in the middle of that system, it's a wrap, man. And you probably watched the game. He's physical. He's a physical dude. He was eating Claxton the whole night. All right, physical dude. And then you get Mike Brown. You got the defensive. You said what?
Claxton ain't got a lot of bricks in his pocket, so that's not too hard.
Okay,
but I agree with you.
Okay, who we played for that? What's his name? What's the dude name with the bush from Cleveland?
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, he's too small too. He was killing Jared Allen. Oh man, he's a bruiser. Sabonis. I didn't know that till he came to us. He's a bruiser though. So we get Mike Brown, defensive minded coach. I'm not worried about the defense. I believe that defense gonna get better as the year go by. You know how that works. Defense comes with chemistry, communication, all that stuff. So I do believe that we will be a playoff team. I think the way our team is, we're good for the regular season. We will get tested in the playoffs, I believe. The playoffs will tell us how good Fox is. And I think Fox will be an all-star. Sabonis might be an all-star, but I know for sure Fox will be an all-star. And in the West, right? We're talking about standards in the West. I look at the West. It's a few teams on here I'm not confident in, man. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, all right? I look at, okay, Utah's having a run, but, I mean, are they going to sustain that? It's at Utah, right? I see people like the Pelicans. I mean, I think we have a better record than the Pelicans, right? I look at the Timberwolves. I don't think they're making the playoffs this year, y'all. To be honest with y'all, I think that was a dumb trade to get Rudy Gobert. I think they're going to be a huge disappointment once the season is over. All right, and I look at the Clippers, all this low management. I mean, they might not even. They're gonna make the playoffs, but they ain't gonna be a top 6 seed. I'm sorry, they not. So I do have a lot of confidence that we could be a top 6 seed or higher. So yes, my answer is yes, they are playoff bound.
Yo, I can't even say nothing right now because I mean the proof is in the pudding. My only question is the last time Mike Brown was a head coach was in Cleveland, right?
No, it was in LA.
It was,
and it was terrible.
But let's go off his success years. It was with
fourth
Cleveland,
season
right?
in Cleveland, yeah.
Okay, so when he's dealing with a youth team like that, I can see why you the momentum you have is what it is. The thing that threw Mike Brown off was when his last game where he coached with Minnesota. I mean the Warriors, and they got killed, and everyone was like, "I think the Kings made a bad decision." Y'all will make the playoffs. Y'all definitely will make the playoffs. Mike Brown is the coach that you all needed. That's a bonus trade. I'm still upset about it because the Wizards was close to getting him or Halliburton. Like when you was talking about everybody didn't know who Halliburton was. As a Wizards fan, I knew who he was because I wanted him. So, and Mike Brown can relate to players. Like coming from Cleveland with LeBron in his heyday, and then the Lakers stint, and then that Warriors run. Like to be a part of that, any coach, I would say I'm not gonna compare it to the Patriots coaching staff because everybody that leaves there
sucks.
It'd be terrible after they leave. But most people that once they leave that environment, they bring it to their next team. And you can see the culture right now. The Kings look like a fun team. They look like they're having fun out there compared to last year when they was just like they're just going through the motions. So, yeah, y'all can do it. I don't know about top 6, but y'all can make the playoffs. I believe in it. And I'm a Darren Fox fan, so
I agree with the top 6 thing. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with the top 6 because you look at the who were the top 6 teams last year? It was what?
Warriors.
Warriors, Denver,
Phoenix,
Utah,
Denver, Phoenix, Memphis, Warriors,
Memphis.
Utah, and
Mavs?
the Mavericks. Yeah,
I think the
they're the
Mavs,
third
yeah.
seed.
Well, none of us believe that Utah is going to be a top 6 seed, so that automatically can put them catapult them to the top 6 seed. And we didn't even talk about. Did we mention Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah.
We
So
did, but I don't believe in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah. You want me
I
too?
still, I think as long as they got that, as long as they have Devin Booker, they're gonna be fine.
It's too
Devin
much
Booker,
turmoil. I don't see a team like that getting over the stuff they had to go through. Like not even with the owner, Aiton, the Aiton
Yeah.
situation. Like Aiton still doesn't know if he really want to be there.
that's true. Well, after January 15th, they can trade him.
True.
So,
They just
There you
signed
go.
him.
That might be the big man y'all can get.
They
nope,
can't
I
trade
don't want him.
They
I don't want
can.
him. I don't want him. They
I don't think
can.
they can trade him because they just signed him to that
They
man.
can
I don't
trade.
think-
They can trade him after January 15th. That's what it
Okay.
says. That's when they can trade him. They can't trade him
Yeah,
now.
but the deadline is over by then, right?
Nah,
Nah,
they're like,
Oh,
That's-
not? All right, I'm
yeah.
sure that's February. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
but I think the Kings can be a top 6. If not, they can at least be 7, like right before 6. I think they can at least get to that spot because I mean, I don't know where everybody's getting all this trust from the Clippers, but I don't trust them. I'm sorry, they haven't proven that they can be that they're trustworthy. They have had way too many injuries, way too much load management, and they're too inconsistent when it comes to certain stuff. It's not like they don't have the pieces; they have a good roster, but for some reason it just doesn't work out for
Peter.
them. Minnesota, I felt like that was a dumb trade because you gave away all these players for just a rim protector. What else can Rudy Gobert do other than rim protector, rebound the ball?
Exactly. I didn't get that.
He's not a scorer, so it's not like he's going to give you a good 20 points a game because that's not what he's going to do. You'll be happy if he does that once or twice throughout the season, but that's not consistent. And then, I mean, that's all I can really say about the. I think the Kings have a good enough roster. They are, like you said, they're second in points. Their defense is going to get better. They have people. They have defenders there. Sabonis is a good defender. Fox is a good defender, and I just mentioned Mitchell. Mitchell is he a dog when it comes to defense. I'll say that for sure.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And they have a good rebounding team too. So they're good in all 3 phases. They don't turn the ball over a lot. They don't shoot a lot of bad shots. So I think they can at least be a 6 or 7 seed. So I agree. They can get there.
You know what? I gotta pull back on my last take because now looking at the standings right now, y'all are the 8th seed, and just if we was talking about from right now, 7 on up, I can see y'all making it to the 6 because the Pelicans, they're iffy. The Grizzlies will get back on track, but I see the
Warriors,
Mavericks. Yeah, but I see the Mavericks dropping. They're gonna have a drop off point.
I don't think the Magic are going to drop anything. I think they're going to be good because they added
I'm just saying as far as the Kings making the 6th seed,
Oh,
I could see them probably jumping the Mavericks at some point because they're gonna have a slump during the season when Luka gets tired.
yeah, his usage rate is world. It's he's back to break the record.
it is crazy.
Yeah.
So
The Warriors get better too, though.
I guess I wasn't thinking about the usage rate. I mean, I don't know if the Warriors will get better, but
Yeah.
they got a James Wiseman problem right now. They thought that he would be very good right now, and it seems like the offense is too complicated for him. That's why they sent him to the G League.
Mm-hmm.
They say he's going to be there for a while. They don't know when he's going to come back, but he's going to be there for at bare minimum 10 games at least. So,
Which is crazy to say that the Warriors' offense is complicated. It's just like you got to run. As a big man, you just got to run and set screens.
He's not setting screens properly. Okay. He's not doing a lot of things right. So,
you gotta kind of think of it's like nothing's really set. You kind of gotta like fill out your teammate. It is complicated. Like normally people are just going pick and roll all day.
Yeah.
I look at the NBA, bro. Like for real, outside of the Kings, Warriors, and Spurs, everybody is pick and roll.
It definitely is. In the Eastern Conference, as a Wizards fan, that's all it is. That's why I think the Wizards started winning games without Bill because they had to move around more because it was a 2-man game. Porzingis and Bill run the screen and roll, throw it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miami, before the season, that's what pretty much we tried to run our offense, not exactly like the Warriors, but we tried to do it because we thought we had two good shooters with Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. But we see that that's not the case because Duncan Robinson's coming off the bench. So
That's crazy. Max Deal off the bench. Unless you Ginobili, he shouldn't be coming on the bench.
Facts.
Otto Porter.
Or James Harden. Golly. All right, cool. I appreciate y'all for saying we can make the playoff. I appreciate that. We're gonna get it till we could, till we will. We're making progress.
Hey man, as long as y'all can stay above the Lakers, you definitely making the playoff.
Oh yeah,
that's easy.
Easy money.
That's
I had
easy.
one person made a bet with me too for a jersey. That's easy money. I know
That's easy.
they even said Charles Barkley said he told Ernie, call Adam Silver, all the Lakers game we supposed to cover, swap them out for the Kings game. He said that.
At this point, I mean,
You
until they start winning.
You should. Yes, they had a good game against Brooklyn, but Brooklyn ain't nobody right now. Brooklyn suck. So
Now they actually were doing good until they ran to the Lakers. The Lakers actually have a good defense though. I would give them that. Their defense is actually playing good, not great, but better
like
than last year.
But like Katie said, all they got is me. What else we gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is before we go,
Uh-huh.
as Ben Simmons, for someone who's trying to get back on track, this is the worst situation to be in right now. Like the Brooklyn Nets it sounded like a good idea, but I think you would have been better off in Philly trying to get your mental state back right. Like the media coverage that Kyrie brings to the team outside of what's going on right now, just he had to put that into play. Like Kyrie's going to do something.
Yeah, he need to go somewhere like
Utah.
Utah. Utah. Go to Utah.
Where you can just go play basketball.
Yeah, man. Or go to Indiana. I think he'll be good with Indiana with Tyrese Halliburton. You know, but like, I don't know, man.
He gonna need the ball in his hands, so I think that'll take away Tyler Halliburton's.
Yeah, you're right. Tyrese Halliburton need the ball. He might be most improved too. He's a candidate. Tyrese Halliburton.
So that would be nice.
If Ben Simmons was playing well, I would take him at Miami, but I don't trust it.
No, y'all don't need another a paint clogger. Like Jimmy Butler don't take no threes as it is. You know, like then Bam can't shoot no threes. Y'all need another. Somebody need a stretch 4 or a stretch 5, like you said, Miles Turner.
The Spurs.
And if Bam could pay the 4,
he can go to the Spurs. That'll be good for Ben Simmons. Somewhere like the Spurs.
Yeah, the Spurs be good for him. You're right. Spurs would actually be great for him.
Yeah.
That's a good move for him. Yeah. Yeah, the Spurs, yeah. I'm
gonna call his agent.
You know, yeah, the Spurs be good.
Go get Ben Simmons.
Hey.
Or what's the name? The Timberwolves, instead of getting Rudy Gobert, they should have got Ben Simmons for real. Like,
true.
Like, you know, you ain't gotta give up a million draft picks, number one. And number two, he's another person who could bring the ball up. And he can't space the flow out, but he could actually play his position and actually guard the wing while Cat still guard the big. Because they next guy on playing center. He was guarding Sabonis. I'm like, why y'all got this dude on Sabonis?
Oh, yeah, I meant to say that too in my soliloquy about the Kings. I knew about Sabonis just from watching him with the Pacers and playing against the Wizards. Yeah, you got a gem. You got a gem. Yeah.
I love Sabonis. I think Fox is our best player. Sabonis is our most valuable player.
And they feed off each other too. Yes,
they do. Our whole offense goes through Sabonis. Fox is the guy like, all right, everything stalled out. Fox, where you at? Get the ball. Go ahead and go to work. That's Fox. You know, so. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.